Yo, what's going on, guys? Reversal here, and today I'm going to be doing part 1 of the Sinful Dino combo guide. This video is just going to be mainly just showing how the deck functions pretty much, but in the second video I do, it's going to be more like in-depth and how you can sequence your combos to beat hand traps more effectively and things along that nature. Like some of these combos in this video, on the surface they might look like they lose to Nibiru, for example, but you can adapt every single combo to not lose to it. That's just on you as a player to kind of assess the risk in different games. But I'll go over that in a different video since this one's going to be very long as it is. And like I'll show in that second video how you be like droll and stuff as well. But yeah, this one I'm going to do like 7 combos, I think, just showing like the main 2-card combos with all like the new stuff, and then what you can do with just Wanton. So before I get into the video, if you're interested in this Dinosaur playmat or the sleeves, check out finalsaga.de, and if you decide to buy anything, use my code VERSAL10 for 10% off your order. Anything you buy using my code helps support the channel directly, so check them out. They got a lot of cool stuff over there. But yeah, let's just get started with the video since this is going to be a long one for sure. But I'll start off with the normal 2-card combo. This is the same as if you have Misc Baby, Misc Ovi, Archosaur Baby. It's all the same. But normal to Ovi. Hit your Misc, activate your Misc. Archo, pop baby, baby. So this is all like the normal stuff that like you're used to seeing, like Ovi, pop. Like we're gonna get to this point every time. So this is where it starts to get different from the usual like regular combos. Similar to the Nemesis list, we're gonna make the Banshee here. And this is like on the Banshee summon, this is the best spot for them to nib you technically. Just because if they don't, you're getting too much advantage at that point. But if they nib you here, it doesn't really matter either. So yeah, Banshee's gonna summon. Search pop, pop effect, special, add original. So now we can turn pop into anima. Goes back in the spell trap zone. Gonna get the pill too. That just to get the bodies off, just in case they are holding nib. You just want more bodies that aren't going to leave the field. You use the original to then we have like 3 blanks in hand. So with the Megachirella, you use it, discard a card. Some combos you summon the Lios, but since we have a baby, we're going to summon the Meteorus here. So before you use the Meteorus, we're going to use the Reproducus and the Archosaur to make Princess, summon back one of your fires, and then link them off for the Amblowhale. So like those cards are good just to give you a little more layering, since the Princess is going to pop the whale. And then you're going to use the Conductor to pop the Princess, so it gets off your field. And then when the Princess gets popped, the Whale and Grave's going to trigger to pop another card. So just a lot of extra things in case you get Dark Rulered. So Meteorus now can pop the baby. Summon the Frosty. Like I said in the other video, this should just be Fire Opalhead. Realistically, it makes a lot more sense, but I gotta play the ulti. So we're gonna summon Lios, then Lios is gonna set the trap. So from here, you can use your pill and banish the Kaito and the non-dino. Then summon UCT. your Dolka, and make your Lars. So this is the standard 2-card combo. You have 2 Omni negates, 2 monster negates, the trap, which is gonna summon you another Lars after you detach the Lios, conductor, flip, Amblowhale pop, princess pop. So it's 9 disruptions. So it's a lot of disruptions, and you have some layering. So if you do get dark ruler here, you still have the princess pop and then the trap that gets you 2 more negates. So even though the Lios is a material, you could still detach it for cost, even if the Dolka's negated. In some combos, if your opponent's playing a deck that Dweller's good against, then you're not scared of Nib, you can go for that as well. Alright, so that's like the standard 2-card. Now I'll show what Wanted can do. I'll have OB in this just because this Wanted gets better by itself when you have a normal summon, or like a Fenrir works too, but a likely scenario is you have like an OB that gets negated. So I'll just show that, just since this is gonna like happen a lot. So like you normal summon your OB, it gets negated, and you're gonna use your Wanted to keep playing. We're gonna add the Evol star, and we're gonna special summon this by discarding a card. Use the effect to set the original. Now from here, you can use the original, dumping the Megachirella, or summon it. And then you can use the Wanted to put the original back to the bottom, get you an extra card. And then you can use the Megachirella, discard a card, summoning Lios, effect, set the trap, and you can use the Lios to dump a level 6 fire. So I'm going to dump the Meteorus. You can also dump the Opal head if you're playing it, but sometimes having the Meteorus is good in grave because there's lines like later on where you can get to like Princess, and you could bring this back, so that could potentially come up. So now these are both level 6 dinos, and you can make your Lars. And then after you detach one on their turn, you could use this to bring these back and then make another Lars, or you can make Dolka, whatever you want, but just the one Wanted is still 4 negates, so that's pretty good. And then, as you could probably see by that that combo, you don't really care about droll at all. Even if your first search is like a dino card, for example, and they droll you, you can just chain Wanted to that, so that's the only search the engine does. So droll doesn't really matter a lot of the time. So now we'll do Wanted plus baby. Then we got our blanks. So all the fire stuff combos off with baby, but they all do it a little bit differently. I'll show all of them in this video, but I'll start off with the Wanted one since this is like the most weird, I guess, since this one incorporates Dweller as the part of the combo. If you decide to ignore Nibiru. But we'll start off with Wanted. Add the Witch. Effect. Discard. Set a original. Use original. Summon the Megachirella. Use your Wanted, put this back, draw a card, just add a blank. Now I can use Megachirella, This time we're going to summon the Lios. Then we're going to set the trap. Then we're going to use Lios effect. It's just going to dump. We're not going to modulate any of the levels. You can dump Misc here. So now you have Misc baby. I'm going to use the Misc. Summon the Archosaur. Pop the baby. Ovi. And as you could probably see by now, we haven't normal summoned yet, so I add petite here. Normal summon. Effect pop. Bring back the baby. Then petite will summon Meteorus. So now we are going to link this off. Use Meteorus, pop baby. Like I said, like there's better ways to sequence all these to play better into nib, but I'm just kind of showing what everything's like capable of doing. So I'm gonna use these two. Like Dweller, then we're gonna use Dweller effect on our own turn just to get the Kaito back in grave. So I can make Meteorus. Then use the pill that I forgot to add. Then this will come back and banish the witch. So this is the wanted baby board if you ignore nib. Like I said, you're not going to really go for this exactly if you do want to respect nib. But if you do choose to respect Nibiru, it's very, very easy to not lose to the card. But these are just like the high ceiling end boards. But like I said, I'll show off how to beat Nibiru with these in a different video. But this is mainly just to kind of show everyone how the deck works, since a lot of people don't know how it works. Okay, that was wanted plus baby. I'll do the other fire cards plus baby. So next we got Megachirella baby. Start off by normal summoning the Mega, discard a card, summon Lios, set the trap, Lios effect on Misc, Misc for 1, Archo, pop the baby, baby, summon Ovi. Ovi is going to add Meteorus here. So this line's a little weird because you need to get a non-dino engrave that isn't the Megachirella. So we're going to use the Ovi here to pop the Lios to bring the baby back, and since the card was destroyed, the Meteorus is going to summon itself. So now we can link this off, use Meteorus to get the Kaito and the Vanilla. I can go into your reproducus just to get the non-dino engrave. Pill, banish those. So now you just have the usual board, just without the princess stuff. So yeah, it's a little more awkward, but it works. Just these combos just aren't very good into nib, but like I said, you could play safer and play around that pretty much in any combo. But I don't really expect nib to be too popular with all the ways to play through it nowadays. But if it is, then obviously you would choose to respect it when you think there's a chance of it, of course. So now I'll do the Lios baby. So normal summon. Set the trap. This starts off pretty similar to the other one, but it's a little bit different. Archo, pop. So the OV this time, instead of adding Meteorus, is going to dump the kaito. And then what you can do from here is use the OV to pop the archosaur to summon the baby. And from here, you can make banshee. Use the banshee, detach. Where is the Poplar? Here it is. Summon the original. Spell trap itself. You have a free send. Use original. Summon the Megachirella. So this is going to summon something a little different this time. I'll summon the Meteorus. You can make an SP here instead of the reproducus. You should do that before making that, obviously, but so now we can just use the Meteorus since we don't care about the lock anymore. Summon an OV just so we have another level 4 for when we use our pill. Banish. And the kaito that we sent earlier. Same thing, you just have SP instead of the reproducus this time. Yeah, it's like fine. So we got 2 more like basic ones I want to do, I believe, which is ground baby. It's one of them. So do that one next. So use the ground. Add the Meteorus. Pop the baby. Baby 1, Meteorus 2. Then OV is going to add baby. Normal effect pop, bring one back. Archosaur pop. And we're gonna make banshee. Pop, special, original. So with this combo, I think we can afford to link these off and then it'll come back, I believe. Yeah, let me try that, because I think this works. I'm gonna link these 2 off for reproducus. So this is just to keep the Poplar on field for now, since if you pill here for your banshee and the kaito, they'll both come back since you have pyro. So now you can make anima, and then this will spell trap itself. to try to use the bodies as efficiently as possible. Like I said, like the combos, like if you go for the full ceiling, are gonna lose to nib, so might as well just play into it more. So now you have all these bodies that you can do whatever you want with, but we're going to just use them to make Princess. Then revive a fire. Do I have one yet, actually? Oh, I gotta do that after. Not there yet. Use original. The Megachirella. This effect. So from here, I'll use these for Princess bring back. Now we're going to use the Lios to dump Misc. Make these two fire dinosaurs. So Whale, Doka. From here you can use Meteorus to pop this. Summon the Frosty. Make Lars. I forgot to summon UCT off the pill earlier too. So yeah, this is your board. It's the normal 2-card board. Just you have the Princess obviously, then you have the Misc engraved for next turn still, since the ground baby doesn't go through that. So it's the same thing, just ends a little differently. So I think there's one more I want to show off, which is if you open the Poplar with your combo. So we'll do Hoagie Baby Poplar. So I'm just going to do the normal, just to get to the 4 bodies that we always end up at. So when you get to here, what you want to do is connect this off, and then we're going to use these two to make the barricade. And what this lets you do is just discard a card, and then it has another effect. You could add a continuous or a field spell at the end phase, so like that could come up with planets sometimes, but it's just to get the Poplar engraved, because you can now just Princess the Poplar back. And then Poplar effect. Get these 2 off to the whale. This will spell trap itself, so you have a free send. Then original. Then Mega. So now I'm trying to think if I want to summon. I think we're gonna summon Lios. Yeah, I'm gonna Megachirella, discard a card. Summon Lios, set the trap, and then we're gonna use another, with the new guys in the extra deck here, I'm gonna use the Lios to dump one of your level 6 fire dinos. So Meteorus or the Opal head if you play it. Now these two are level 6s. You can use these to make the drill guy. This detaches one to summon from banish, so you can get your Misc back. Then use the pill, banish a non-dino, and the kaito from earlier, so that'll come back. And now you can make your rank 4. So the end board's a little worse since you have the drill guy instead of the Lars, but you have the Misc back in rotation, so you have better follow-up, so that's pretty good. And then you have your Evols in grave already, you have the princess. So you still get the same board pretty much. It's just like a way to unbrick the Poplar. You can do this with some of the other fire normal summons too, to get them out of your hand if you need to. But just a good way that princess has some extra utility other than just being a nice layering for the end board. This helps you play through certain weird hands and hand traps sometimes. So yeah, it's gonna be it for this combo video. I tried to run through it at a decent pace just to not make the video an hour long, but like I said, these were basically just showing the more greedy combo lines with like when you don't open the dino cards and you just open like the baby plus the fire stuff. There's definitely, like I said, like these lines can definitely get hit by nib very hard if you're not careful, but there's certain ways you can sequence your plays to not lose to it. So, but I'll show that type of stuff in a different video. I just kind of wanted to get this one out as soon as I could, just to show how the deck works and whatnot. But the next one will be more in-depth in terms of like technical play through hand traps, which is what I think is the more important thing to what makes this build so good. But yeah, I just wanted to get at least the basics out first before doing that. But yeah, be on the lookout for that one. I'll show how to play through nib with all the different hands, how the deck is resilient to droll, which the normal dino deck usually isn't, and things along that nature. But it's going to be it for this combo video. Yeah, take care. Thanks for watching. Peace.